So today we are going to start to understand the unsolved passages. So here we are to understand the first passage first. In first passage we see here that was his native town and so on is written here. We have read this chapter, we know well what is here. Now we should know the first question is, which was the old man's native town? We know very well. San Carlos was the native town of the old man's. What was his occupation? His occupation was, or he was a caretaker of animals. Comment on the old man's appearance. We know well he was wearing a pair of steel rimmed goggles with dusty clothes, and there was dust on his face also. After all, he was not looking fine. Why did the old man leave his hometown? Why did he leave it reluctantly? Reluctantly means unwillingly. So he had to leave his town because of artillery, weaponry, or the war had been broken out. That's why the captain is written, that is wrong. Captain, yes, right. The captain had said him to leave his hometown, which he had to leave unwillingly. What animals did the old man take care of? Why was he worried about them now? He took care of a cat, two goats, and 4 pairs of pigeons. He was worried about them now because there was no one to take care of them now. He was only person to take care of them. How did the old man express his concern about the safety of his animals? What did he say about the cats? He was more concerned about the life of his animals than his own life. He was satisfied by the fact that the cats can look after themselves as they are self dependent. But he was worried for other animals that made him depressed. So that was the first unsolved passage. It was very simple. You can write down the answers in your own words. You should try to understand the chapter. You are not to cram these things. Second paragraph is, I am without politics. He said, I am 76 years old. I have come 12 kilometers now, and I think now I can go no further. Such things. So the first question is, why cannot the old man walk further? We know well, because he was old. He cannot walk further because he had already walked 12 kilometers, so he refuses to walk further. How old the man is with politics, and how does his old age affect him? The old man was 76 years old without politics. Without politics means he has no favor of any political party. He was impartial. So he was unable to walk further because he was too old to walk. Why does the narrator tell the old man that it is not a good place to stop? So the narrator or the soldier tells him that it is not a good place to stop because war is going on and enemy may reach here anytime. Why does the narrator ask the old man to leave that place? The narrator asks the old man to leave that place because that was not a safe place to stay. Next question. Where does the narrator ask the old man to go? Why? Does the old man follow his instructions? The narrator asks the old man to go to Barcelona. He has suggested this. No, he didn't follow the instructions because there was no one of his own there. Means he was not familiar with anyone in Barcelona. That's why he didn't follow that instruction and he didn't go to Barcelona. But the narrator or the soldiers had suggested him to go there. Now, the third passage is he looked at me very blankly, entirely, and then said, having no share is worry with someone and so on. That is also very simple para because we have understood the passage. Why? What does the old man worry about and why? So the old man was worried about his animals because there was no one to look after them. How does the narrator try to console the old man? Does it affect the old man in a positive way? So the narrator tries to console the old man and it affects the old man in a positive way in the story Old Man at the Bridge. The narrator asks the old man if he left the dove cage open so that the four pairs of pigeons could fly and save their lives. Second, the narrator requests the old man not to worry about the other animals. The old man was very much consoled by the words spoken by the narrator. Next question. Why was the old man asked to leave his hometown? Why was he the last to leave his place? The old man was asked to leave his hometown because the artillery which is used in the war was arriving at his hometown San Carlos. He was the last to leave this place because he had sentimental attached to his hometown San Carlos in the story Old Man at the Ridge. Why is the old man not worried about the pigeons? Why is he less worried about the cats? He is not worried about the pigeons because they can fly, and cats can look after themselves because they are self dependent. That's why he was less worried about the cat. And the next one, why does the old man express his worry about his two gods? So, well, the old man expresses his worry about his gods because they were unable to look after themselves. Pigeons can fly, gods can look after themselves, but gods can't do so. That's why he was worried for gods. Okay, so today we are going, or we have done only three passages. Tomorrow we'll complete fourth one and next fifth one. Okay.